How can market research increase the chance of successful fashion startups?
I think you should do it first, because I don't think it's smart to spend money and then hope that it works out. I mean, that's like gambling. You know, if you have an idea, you put some money behind it, and then you put it out there in the market, and then research the market as the product is out there. I mean, if you're lucky and it sells, and okay, you can learn some new things and improve it for the next variation. But if it doesn't sell, you know, you're out of that money. Why not take 10% of that production money and spend it on doing market research just to increase your chances of success?
I think market research is good for positioning your product, like you were saying, against Nike and stuff, and also your pricing, you know, and you can also work out your margins as well. If you are making any money with this, or do you have to be a little bit more premium, or are you going to, you know, sell underneath that premium pricing too? So it's also very good in that. I mean, every market now it's a bit saturated, you know, so market research is also very, very important.
Yeah, and again, to see what's successful and what is not successful. So by doing your research, you might come across some, you know, data or stories of things that don't work, or issues that other companies had, and that's also very important too, to take note and make sure you don't make the same mistakes.
I know some of the startups here in Vietnam, they ambitious of bringing the idea of direct from the factories. So they make for Adidas, for Under Armour, but they bring they want to make the Vietnam brand, make in Vietnam brand, and they build from the bring their direct from the factory products to the local customer in Vietnam, and they fail because they have their own idea. They say he's so proud of their fabric and design everything, but then the local customer here, maybe they like the brand.
They want Nike.
They like Nike. Nike.
So that's a good point in that market research, there's two parts to it. One is researching what exists already. So for example, in Vietnam, talking about fashion, you got PT 2000, Nino Max, Blue Exchange, right? These are all lifestyle brands that are selling basic t-shirts, polos, hoodies, and jeans. So you got to research them, but you also need to go and talk to the Vietnamese consumer and understand what the Vietnamese consumer wants and likes in order to make the right decisions about your brand and get it into a saturated market and make sure you sell through, you know. So you got to research the competition, the existing products that are out there, as well as research your target customer and what are their needs today and tomorrow.
Right.
And we've got a customer at the moment. They're looking at launching a swimwear brand in Australia next summer, and you know she's looking at starting a focus group. So she gets her target market in, and she's going to present them some ideas and some concepts and see what resonates with them. So she can start already to see what's going to work with her before investing in production, and to get a heads up on the design and the colours and the sort of cuts that her customers want. You know, again, so that there's to try and minimise. Not mistakes, but to try, I guess, maximize sales and to have a really clear understanding of who your customer is. So that's a really important part of research. And doing it early on too. You know, it doesn't take much time. Just getting a group of friends or their friends and family that are your market and get them in, have a chat with them, show them some ideas, and just get the discussion happening. And you'll become quite clear after doing that.
Cool. And I think also the other thing is you're not making the product for yourself. So that could be clouded by what the product that you're going to produce, emotional attachment to it. You know, sometimes you like this color, but everyone else likes another color. So that's a research in itself as well, you know.
Absolutely. Unless you're lucky enough to be Louis Vuitton or
for sure.
Gucci and whatever.
I think they can do anything.
Exactly.
Right. But again, Lucia made a really good point, because again, we've got some customers that come to, I like this design, I like this colour, but my friends don't.
This is what I want to sell.
And you can have a little bit of that, but you do at the end of the day, it needs to be for everybody, or you know, your
You're
market.
selling for your market,
not for you.
So I guess for this one, we would say like, can I say like, don't be super crazy about your fashion ideas. Go back and do first thing first on the market research, and understand the competitors,
Yes,
and
yes.
understand your selling
customers.
points.
And your target, your audience.
Or to make an analogy, I was given the advice that if you're gonna buy stocks, like invest in the stock market, the first question you have to ask yourself is, are you prepared to lose that money?
Okay.
Yeah. So the same can be true in fashion. I know, like if someone comes to me and says, "Look, I've got $5,000. I want you to help me connect with the factory and produce my collection," and then if they say to me, "I understand that it's going to cost me $5,000, and there's a good chance that I'll get the product to market, it won't sell, and I'm going to lose $5,000," okay, that's fine. But if your goal is to get a positive ROI, I think you should do your market research first to increase your chances and not just gamble like
Right.
like in the stock market. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm a fashion startup consultant based in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. My passion is working with energetic startups to prepare them to meet investors. Together, we write your business plan, create your tech packs, fill in your quantity breakdown list, and finalize your quality control checklist. Then I take you to the Vietnamese sewing factories to get a price quote and get samples made. Get started by reading my ebooks or listening to them on audio. When you're ready, hire me and I will ease your fears and give you an action plan to realize your garment production dreams. Let's work together in Vietnam.